This JPL offseason has been on fire, but just when I thought I could take a break,
thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
So I'm back for another big round of JPL updates, and without wasting no time, let's get straight into it. So welcome back to JPL Fun. As I said to you, we got a big video of JPL updates. First up, we may have a case of deja vu happening in Portmore, as according to sources, former Portmore United head coach Phillip Williams is the leading candidate for the vacant head coaching position at Dunbeholden. If you remember, we spoke about the sacking of Lenny Hyde last week, and that the fact that Dunbeholden management said we should expect an announcement on the new coach relatively soon. It seems that sources have leaked that man is former Portmore man Phillip Williams. This is very interesting since Williams cited he was taking a break from football after his loss in the JPL playoffs against Arnegans earlier this year, but maybe this project was just too good for pass up. So we await the official confirmation, which again should drop any day now. But if Williams is the man at Dunbeholden, he also did the same thing when he replaced Lenny Hyde at Portmore 2 years ago. So we wait and see on that one. Keeping with the managerial issues, Vere is also looking for a new coach. Apparently, the off-season coaching merry-go-round seemed to reach Vere United, as according to sources again, head coach Linval Dixon has left his post. Dixon, who steered Vere comfortably away from relegation last season, was said to be leaving this job to take a break from football. So again, we got no official confirmation from Vere on this, but it seemed like the likely case, and with pre-season again starting between this week and next week, I guess we will hear something soon. Alright, going on to one coach that was confirmed, and that's Henry, who makes his first statement as Harvey boss. It was revealed that former fitness trainer Jason Buja Henry will be the new head coach at Harborview. In a Gleaner article written by Livingston Scott, Henry made his first statements as head coach. He stated, "So it's not the first that I'm being a head coach, but it is the first that I'm being appointed at the Premier League level. Our short-term objective is that at the end of the preliminaries, we should be in the top 6, and then we will take it from there. I do not plan to reinvent the wheel. Harborview as a structure, what I plan to do with my staff and club directors is to streamline and fix what we need to fix. I want to mentally create the competitive environment to get the best out of every single player," he said. "I want to thank everyone who made this appointment a reality. We are just looking to try and develop something different. It has to be different." Alright, so basically some good nice words here from Henry, basically saying that Harborview, we're just not used to seeing Harborview languishing so low in the table, and he's here to fix that. He believes he knows how to fix that. Clearly he's a man that seems that he's up for the challenge, and well, we will look and see what he does. We should also mention, as a result of Henry's appointment, long-time assistant coach and former Harborview player Sean Fraser has left the club. It's understood that Fraser, a former national player, felt slighted by the decision to promote physical trainer Jason Buja Henry to the post of head coach. Alright, I don't have much to say on this apart from if this is the case why Fraser left, it's understandable. He's been there at Harborview for many years, from in the academy coming all the way as a player. Then he was assistant to London Bernard for 5 years. So I guess he was really thinking that he was up next, and to see that the fitness trainer got the job over him could hurt the pride a bit. So Fraser's moved on, and he did state on TV that he will wait to see if any opportunity not necessarily comes about in the league before he jumps back in. Alright, moving on. New Mobe boss also making statements. So last week I reported that Montego Bay United had signed Argentine Rodolfo Zapata to the post of head coach. He sat down with the Observer's Paul Reed to give his own assessment of the Reggae Boyz and what the JFF needs to do to bring success. He was quoted as saying, "To have 23 overseas players is too much. I think it's too much," he said in reference to the Jamaican squad to this summer's Copa America. "At the national team level, we as coaches, we don't have time to work with players from a different country, and most of them Reggae Boyz play in the United States or England, but none of the top teams in Jamaica. So in my opinion, I believe that Jamaica should come back to basics because there is no time to waste and the next phase of qualification is around the corner. We always remember the performance of the Reggae Boyz in France 98, and after we saw the performance in this Copa America, I think that Jamaica should come back to basics to play that football they used to play, attractive football that we didn't see in this Copa America, he pointed out. Go back to basics in my opinion, give more opportunity to local talents. Yesterday we were talking about that. I think there are too many overseas players, he reiterated. When you don't have time to work, you should pick which is the best team in the league plus 10 overseas players, no more than that, and mix it with the best local talents. Wow, so a lot to unpack here, and I get where Zapata is coming from. When in modern football, international coaches usually have an average about 2 to 3 days with their squad to implement tactics, but this is also modern football, and with our rivals recruiting the best players they can find, we have to not worry about where our players are coming from, but more about the simply gathering the best players available, in my opinion. But to give him credit, some of our local fans, some of the most hardened local fans who were around in the nice times of 98, feel the same way. Some people, I wouldn't even go as far for even calling them, the whole rejecting come again. I'm not even going down there so again. But there are some people who strongly feel that we should line the team up with more local players. I am not necessarily one of those people. While it's great to see JPL representatives in the team, I feel it has to be merited, and the ones that are there, I felt it was merited. So, as long as you get the best players available in each position, I don't care where they come from. Alright, a little on the player side of things now. Onigan starting goalkeeper Eric Edwards said goodbye to the club on Instagram. Despite a season marred by injuries, Edwards still had a decent season that saw him help the club to a third place finish in the league. But we got no word on where he's going, and he left a cryptic message of thank you to basically say his goodbyes. Yeah, we talked about this in my recent Goalkeeper of the Year video. Edwards, who had missed some part of it because of injury, did see Asher Utterson came in for him and looked very good. So I'm not sure if this played a role in his exit at Arnett, but he's out and we'll wait to see where he goes next. If you're a Harborview fan, maybe you should really hope that Henry is picking up the phone to call Edwards right now, because y'all need a keeper. Alright, now moving on, we can expect this season team jerseys to be much more easily accessible to purchase, according to PFJL CEO Owen Hill. In a recent Gleaner article written by Gregory Bryce, Hill was quoted as saying, "We want to move into assisting and enabling and facilitating commercial endeavors for the clubs. You will find that there will be pop-up shops, there will be outlets that we are able to sell the merchandise from, and the clubs will have them on hand. You will have the option to purchase if you're in the diaspora or in any region that is connected to Jamaica and want to be a part of our landscapes," Hill said. "I find this as excellent news, as I personally found it difficult, very difficult to attain any JLP jersey for myself over the couple of years. This can only help grow the league and club fan base, especially if they get the online delivery for the diaspora right. Plus, have you seen the latest preview of these jerseys? They're looking good. So I can't wait to see the full reveal, which should come, if I believe, very soon."
The Premier League season is tentatively set to kick off on September 15.
Alright, and finally, TVJ, in their own interview with Jason Henry, let slip or gave us a good idea that the league will start on September 15. So we have heard that the league was looking for a September start this time compared to October last year, and we were even worried about if Hurricane Beryl will delay that a bit, but it sounds like we're still on track for that September start. But this was the first time we get a hard date. September 15 will be the weekend just right after the September international windows, if I remember correctly. So we are waiting to see what's going on more. They even dropped a little bit of nugget that the league will also be looking to expand the matches and rounds. So we'll be looking for going from 2 rounds to 3. And if you're wondering how would this work, well, it's not the first time we had 3 rounds. We used to do it back in the day. But if you want better clarification on how it would work, I assume they will just look just like how the Scottish Premier League do their thing, where after 2 rounds of home and away, the league splits into 2 halves, and the top 7 teams play one more round of games amongst themselves, while the bottom 7 play one more rounds amongst themselves. So that's how it's done in the SPL, and it has been done in some version of this in the JPL in the past. So more games for us fans, so I have no problem. So I'm looking to September 15th. And alright guys, that is all for this latest batch of JPL updates. A lot is happening in this off season. It really feels like one of the most active off seasons we're having in a long while, and we also have many players that are going back and forth that we can't fully get to unhurt yet, because they're kept under the quiet. Like for instance, there is a rumor that more players have a prolific Panamanian player in their ranks at the moment. I know we have to confirm that, so I didn't really exactly put it in the update. But again, we're waiting to see what's going on. It's very exciting what's going on. We're getting new jersey dropping, player movement, coach movement. This season promises to be a whole lot when it launches again September 15th. But alright, I'm rambling now. Guys, thank you for watching. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, and share. As you can see with our latest videos, we try to keep you up to date on all things in the JPL off season. Otherwise, keep it locked right here on Jamaica Fun YouTube. Big up yourself.